Bracknell Forest as a borough is a fairly urban town, but we're set in a very rural setting. It makes sense having operatives work in a mobile fashion and support them mobile out there in the field allows them to be much more efficient.
This is part and parcel of creating digital communities, a long-term goal of many local authorities.
Becoming a digital community will assist Bracknell Forest in achieving its aims of serving residents better, of actually giving them a higher quality of service, so satisfaction levels will rise.
But how is this achieved?
Bracknell Forest decided to collaborate with Intel because we felt that as we want to be the best digital community that we can be, we needed to look outside the UK for examples of best practice.
Intel has a reputation for this with its range of innovative platforms, but it was Intel's professional services organisation, Intel Solution Services, which came to Bracknell Forest Borough Council's assistance.
Intel's vision of a digital community is a technology-enabled environment where all members of that environment, citizens, government, both local and central, and the enterprise, get to exchange information and transact in commerce in a digital environment.
Bracknell Forest Borough Council started working initially with Intel Solution Services about a year ago. We were working leading on an e-innovations project for the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister around developing a performance management framework. So what we were able to do was to tap into the global brains at Intel to help us develop the conceptual architecture around that. In addition, obviously, there's little point in having a wireless-free environment unless there are actually applications you work on. So what we're actually doing is developing a mobile application around gas servicing with our software partners, Mobile Gateway Solutions.
Specifically, we provided guidance in two areas, helping them with our advice on how to design, develop and implement the pilot for the mobile gas solution. We also had to bring to bear our global expertise and best practices from overall mobile solutions. More generically, we actually worked with them to define the strategy, to provide some context to this particular mobile application, the business case, the infrastructure, the payback period for the business case, and to develop some usage models that would help the end user, the engineers, maximise the use of the application in the field.
The return on investment analysis for our mobile gas application quite literally identified what return on investment we would be looking at over a period of 3 years. And our pilot is dealing with 8 fitters, so obviously you can see it's a reasonably small pilot, but we wanted to start in that controlled way so that we could identify the benefits, both in time saving and money, and also that we could then realise that and release it for the future.
Our old process of issuing gas service works orders to the tradesmen was to raise the tickets on our property maintenance file. We then issued the tickets to the tradesmen, who would take the work out on site, complete the job. They would bring the timesheet and the job ticket back into the office, which would then go to our admin office to be completed, and the procedure would take approximately 2 days.
It is more satisfying because I get to spend a lot more time with the clients. Obviously, they can get more of my time and less time driving around the borough looking for other work or having to go back and pick up other bits of paper. Also, we don't have to now sit in the van and fill out our timesheets. It's all done via the PDA.
The process has been really streamlined. The tradesmen can download a job from their PDA at home in the mornings. They go onto site, carry out the work, and then can close the ticket within approximately 2 hours of receiving the job.
This will have a major impact on Bracknell Forest.
Wireless technology and mobile computing is incredibly important to us as a borough and to our town regeneration. And the reason why it's important is because for us it will allow us to deliver our services better, more efficiently, with all the benefits that cutting the wires will give us. and taking that computing power to wherever it needs to be.
It's going to be key to the development of our civic hub. It's also obviously about the applications mobilising our workforce, so it's about the customer services, the additionality that we can bring to our customers through that, in addition obviously to the financial and the time savings and how we actually realise those. What we see is also, it's also about the capture of data, because obviously when our customers start doing things at the point of sale with our staff, then obviously we're not actually inputting data in as many times, so we've got less opportunity for dereliction of that data, and also it streamlines our processes and systems and how we go forward.
Intel Solution Services can work with the citizen, government, both local and central, and the enterprise to give them the power and the confidence to innovate, the confidence that they can solve some real term and today's problems: crime prevention, health and safety, communication, empowering citizens to work with their local governments.
So in terms of transformation, it is going to change this borough incredibly, and I can't wait to see it.